to start their split.
Thank you very much, QuickShot. And joining us is, of course, Yellowstar from Fnatic after a 2-0 week for you guys, which, well, for us, it was really nice to see that you guys, even after MSI, seem to have gotten even better. How does it feel for you just knowing that, especially UOL and now SK Gaming, the team's also in the top in the spring split, you seem to have the upper hand?
It feels really great. I mean, the opening match against Unicorns of Love went really smooth, but this time, like against SK Gaming, we had a harder time. They played really well the early game, and then we had a ton of mistakes, but they managed to capitalize, and then, yeah, they had the upper end, and it was really hard to come back.
Yeah, quite hard from the early game on. And of course, the Bard pick coming out there. Quite, well, impressive moves from and rated early. Talk to me about how you, of course, as a support and probably knowing the champion quite well, play against that and the opportunity for counterplay, of course, as well.
Yeah, Bard is really efficient in lane swap, I think. He offers a lot of mobility, and then they were catching around with Nidalee, Bard with the tunnels and stuff. So it was really hard for Fabian to play mid. Yeah, they managed to set up vision, take early objectives, and it was really well played from them.
I completely agree. There was one point, I think it was about 9 minutes into the game, where N-Rated clears the entire bottom jungle of Reignover's tunnels and wards. So I completely agree with what you were saying. And one thing I want to highlight in this game, it's a long time since we've seen Nidalee in the European LCS. I think Svenskeren's Nidalee early game did such a good job of keeping the pressure on. So full credit to Svenskeren there. Reignover managed to find his feet towards the end, but it certainly came from a few crucial team fights.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's get one of those team fights up on the screen where you guys were very much getting back in the game, and you had a fantastic Alistar headbutt pulverize. We can start the clip and you can tell us your perspective and who you have to...
So this is the third rank or fourth?
It's going to be the fourth for SK if they get it.
So we cannot let them, so we decide to fight and then we just go slowly. So here we're like just saying that we have to go for Drake, but they engage the fight. So we are waiting for Mega Gnar, but he gets one shot before. And I see a really good opportunity to just knock up 4-man. And then I call for Azir, and then he just dies by Rek'Sai. And then we just roll, and yeah, I mean, we just kill everyone else.
You do. Very nice headbutt pulverize.
So many positives from this game for both teams, I think, actually, when you look at it. You guys on Fnatic, you're playing a bit of a different style. With the Ashe, a lot of primary engage coming from Reckless to set things up. Over on the side of SK, so different from what we saw in yesterday's games. Candy Panda, he finished 8-3-4 in today's game. Looks a lot better than yesterday's game. So a lot of maybe bright futures for both Fnatic and SK for
Yeah,
summer.
were you, as you of course saw the game from SK yesterday, so were you caught off guard by the moves that they pulled out in this one? Day and night difference.
Not really. We expected them to be more solid, and here Kalista got a lot of kills early game, and we know that she's prone to be like really snowbally, and if she gets like 2-3 kills, then it's really hard to deal with her, especially if we don't have like a lot of stuns. And so that's why we just have to farm up and just go for late team fights.
Yeah, well, you guys held your own, and of course, we've heard a lot about, well, from Reckless himself, the different way that he looks at the game now and that he plays now that he's back with Fnatic. He kind of has found his own. How do you notice that as being, of course, his ex-partner and now his new dual lane partner?
He's willing to cooperate way more with his teammates, and yeah, I mean, he has to fill the spot that was empty, and then, I mean, he's working really well with us so far.
Yep, well, it definitely shows. Congratulations, 2-0 for Fnatic, also in the summer split. More of the same for them. As for us, we need to take a break, but when we return, it's a clash of old versus new as Elements take on the Unicorns of Love. Stay with us.
It's a really smooth game, guys. Nice and smooth, yeah?
Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth.
Nice and smooth.
Like Reignover with the ladies.
Wow.
Starts him against the wall. This is a battle on two fronts. N-Rated's low. Candy Panda and Sven get knocked up in the air, while Reignover is pulling all of the attention. That is a massive. The Tempered Fate catches everyone. SK have grouped up. We see N-Rated knocking them up with the Fate's Call, but Reckless is in a fairly safe position.
Azir.
Kalista. Nice.
Makai. Nice. Push hour.
He's picked up a double. Reckless has got one more of his own as Candy Panda's trying to reply. The magical journey will not get anyone a magical life. Baron was secured by Fnatic. There's minions in the picture-in-picture. Everybody is dying for SK Gaming. Fnatic go 2-0 in week 1.